Okay, so I've already done a video on the Id.4, but I haven't driven this car in a really long time. And Chris had this car last week, and I actually drove it once. And now that we have an ID.7, a couple of things stood out to me, and I thought I would make a little tiny bit of a comparison video. What I noticed is majorly different for me to the Id.4 to the Id.7. Okay, so I only drove, maybe even just once as a passenger, but yeah. So this is from a driving standpoint, what stands out to me. The first thing I noticed, I'm a bit spoiled now with our Id.7 because it's very different, the Id.7 here. I got in and I thought, oh my God, there's no space at all. I have no space to put anything. It's not true, you have space, but it's with our Id.7, it's just so much open space. It's lots of free space, and you can close it, so it's nice and sleek. And this, yeah, I suppose. But I guess maybe with just this, I just had that feeling because this, even though it's a drink holder, I don't know. It just looks to me like, oh my God, I would say, oh, I have no space for anything. It's not true. It feels like it's more regulated space, I would say. So we have two gigantic big things to put stuff in, and this is more regulated. Okay, this is for drinks, whatever. Okay, so that stood out to me right away. And also, so I get in, I put my seat up as high as it goes, and I have my pillow, like I always do with every car, and I thought, oh my God, I can barely see. So I guess that our seat in the Id.7 goes up way higher than this one does. I mean, I can see, obviously, I wouldn't have driven if I can't see, but right now you can't see. It's hard to see on camera, and we're on an angle right now. So it's actually not how it is, because the back end of the car is quite a bit higher right now than it is when we're flat. But I'm basically, when I was driving, it was, oh my God, the seat doesn't go up nearly as high as it should for me. It was a bit of not an uncomfortable feeling, but I'm used to our Id.7 now. And if necessary, I don't do it, but if necessary, I could drive the Id.7 without a pillow. Yeah, so, but yeah, that stood out to me big time, that the seat does not go up nearly as high. So it goes obviously forward enough, but it doesn't go as high enough as I would need it to be. Like I said, you can't see it as much now because we're on an angle, but that stood out to me big time. But on the other hand, I forgot that our Id.3 had this too. I was, what is this? Whatever, okay. It's been half a year, so I've forgotten, obviously. But I really like it. I don't know. It's closer for me, and it's just more prominent, and I like it. Yeah, I like it. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, maybe the windshield is closer to us in this car than the Id.7, but the heads-up display. My eyes aren't that great, and I feel like it's I don't know if it's bigger or if it's closer, or I don't know. I could just see it better.
You should sit in there and see if there's anything.
Yeah, but I think it's true though, because I wasn't expecting to be honest. I was just going to work. I wasn't really paying attention, but these things stood out to me right away, and I thought, oh, I should make a video because these things stood out to me big time. But yeah, it seems closer, the heads up, and I can see it better. Yeah, I like that. I guess, I don't know, maybe the distance is further with the Id.7, and I'm always, okay, what's the speed limit? Yeah, I can see it better. Okay, I talked to Chris about this, and he disagrees, but for whatever reason, and I said this too in my review of the Id.7, the regenerative braking, regenerative braking is not good in the Id.7, in my opinion. Yeah, and Chris totally disagrees with me. And then I got in this car and I drove it, and I was like, yeah, that's the stuff. That's what I'm used to. This is, I don't know, for whatever reason, I feel like Yeah, I just go off the accelerator and it just basically stops by itself. Yeah, and with the RD7, I'm constantly braking, and I feel like it's just... Chris says it's wrong, but I feel like it's what I liked so much about the ID3. This car has that. Yeah, it stood out to me big time. Then also when I was driving, I had my armrest. Yeah, super comfy, and I knew that I had missed it, but I didn't realize how much. It's super comfy. When I was driving, I was it's I don't know. It's just, especially on a long trip, I feel like it's amazingly comfortable. So that's I was happy to have that again. And also, even though this car is bigger, I guess higher, it feels more sporty. It feels, I don't know, when I go around when I go around the corners, it just feels more similar to the ID3 than it does to the ID7. I would say for sure. Yeah. It just it reminds me a lot of Walter, of our old car, and it has positive things that I miss from Walter. Obviously, I love our new car, but yeah. Also, the screen here, it's a bit different, but I like the size better.
The smaller size?
I like the smaller size better. So me being tiny, and at the front, I can reach things better. I don't have to... Everything's closer to me. So normally when I drive, I'm closer. Right now, because filming, I'm a bit further back, but I'm closer, and I just... And in
the same difference?
No, I don't think so. So for example, if I want this,
okay.
In the ID7, I have to, when I'm driving, where is it? I have to reach really far.
That's just an example, right?
That's just an example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
so?
there's a button on the steering
Oh,
wheel.
okay.
It's just an example.
Yeah, just an example. Okay. So if I drove the car more, I would know these things and I would do that. But I don't, and I don't ask questions, and I only think of those things. I only think of those things.
Questions.
I only think of these things when I need them, and then okay, I know where it is in here, so I just do it this way. Had I known that was there, obviously, okay. But no, I like the size of the screen better. But this, for example, is right here. It's close to me. So I'm not the type of person that likes the heat or the cooling to be everywhere. I like it focused on an area. And here, when I'm driving, it's closer to me, and in the ID7, it's further away. So I like that. So the size for me is better. Yeah. But so there are a few differences. The pros, cons. It's definitely way different. It drives way differently than the ID7. And I think it looks really nice, the Id.4. It's very sporty looking. It is an SUV, but it doesn't... I don't know. When you're in it, I don't feel like it's a ginormous car. Yeah, it's very, very sporty looking. It drives very sporty. Yeah. I liked it. I think I liked it better now than I did back then. But I don't know. I'd have to watch the video again. But yeah, the seat. This is about driving. This wasn't about being a passenger. Because when I did drive, I think it was only once for it's a very, very, very short time.
Minutes.
Yeah, but no, it's just totally different. It drives totally different. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I thought I'd share my thoughts. That's all I have to say.